Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how to create the issues, how to create the submittals and transmittals. So in order to create those, we need to go to the project module, and under the menu option, you have over here submittals, issues, where you can create, or else you have another option that you can directly go to a certain project. Over here you can click on issues. You can always add a line and create a new issue over here directly through the project, or else you can go through the menu and click on issues and then you can create it. Similarly, for the submittals, you can always create through the inside the project as well, wherein you can click on the submittals. Over here you can create a submittal directly through the project or from the menu, and the transmittal as well. You can directly create through a project. Then you can create it from the menu action as well. From the menu, you can click on the transmittal. So over here, you can have an option to create. Okay. So if you're creating it directly through the project, the only thing is that the project field gets auto-populated over here. Else, if you're clicking and going through the submittals, and if you're clicking on new, you need to select the project over here for which project we are creating these submittals. Okay. So you can add over here the client submittal number, the address, city, and the state over here. You can define the specifications. You can select the submittal item over here. You can add the quantity that needs to be created over here, and here we have given a smart button where you can select the particular sale order and the lines gets auto-populated. So in order to create that, we need to select who is the responsible. These are the mandatory fields that we need to create. Click at myself, start date today, and in date I will put it as 7th. I can select the line, select the sale order. Okay, only those sale orders will populate for the project that has been created. Okay, and then all the lines would get populated, the sale order lines that has been linked to this particular sale order of that particular project number 38. I can select this and add a line. The moment I do that, the product description, the quantity, unit of measure gets auto-populated over here. You can always add the summary over here, attach. If there are any links that you want to create over here, you can attach those links. You can add the estimated hours and the additional hours to this. Okay. This is the request for information tab where you can describe the RFI numbers or just any information that requires you want to request it. And under the timesheet over here, the timesheet is auto created the moment you assign some of the responsibles over here. So let's say if I'm adding any of the person over here, it would auto create a timesheet for that particular employee, and then you can start the timer. Okay, you can put an end time to over here. This is the hourly bill rate. You can select directly the timesheet over here. So all the timesheets that has been filled by the employee would populate over here. Okay, you can track the timing from here itself, but then that needs to be tracked through the employee. I'll show you some of the submittals over here. Yeah, so these are the employees that has created or logged sometimes. Over here you can see the entire timesheet that has been created over here against this particular submittals. You can see the hours estimated, the time used, and the remaining time over here. Okay, So you can always track the entire information right over here. So these are the functional things that has been created. This is a list view where you can see the entire timesheet right away under the submittal form itself. And these are all the stages for the submittals. I can show you to you with the submittal form as well through the project over here. So this open submittal button that we have created is if you're opening it through the particular project, and then this would give you obviously give you the entire view over here that we have the record that just we have created. But then you can always open it on the other tab with the full view. Okay. So that's how you can create the submittals. Now we can create the transmittal in the same way. We can create it through the project, or else you can always go to the menu, transmittal, and click on new. Over here, the transmittal number is auto-generated. You can just select the project from which project you are creating the transmittal. Whom you want to send over here, you can type whom you want to ship to over here. You can select it over here. And what's the submittal type? The submittal types you can configure through the configuration as well. Over here you have the transmittal type over here, and this is the transmittal state. So these are the two configurations that you can add it over here, so that would populate over here. For example, the transmittal type, let me discard this. We can create a transmittal type over here. I'm just creating this for the test purpose so that you come to know how the linkages are. And I select a project, send to, you can select a project manager, send from, okay, these are all the contacts basically. The contacts, I mean the employees. And this is the transmittal type. So that's how the configuration works. Though whatever you have created in the transmittal types, all the drop downs would populate over here. Okay. Else you can always type it over here and then you can create an edit. Okay. So that's another option you can create. But if you want to create all the types at once, you can always go to the configuration, transmittal type, and create all, so that it would be a drop down. Over here you can add the submit, you can add the issue date over here. If you want to copy someone in the CC, you can add it over here. These are all your point of contacts. These are all the contact fields, okay, that populates over here. You can add the summary, add the attachment. Over here you can define the description, quantity, submitted for, and these are the drop down, the submitter for, approval, records, review, or you want to use this, and add the notes over here. So that's how the transmittal has been created. You can open it and view it over here. These are the one that has been I have created just for the test purposes. So you can always create the transmittals. So if you are clicking into the menu and if you're opening it, the transmittals over here, okay, it would show you the transmitter that has been created for all the projects. But then if you're going through a certain project and then you're going to the transmitter, it would show only the transmitter that has been created for that project. Now, similarly, we will create the issue as well. So this is the issues You can create through the menu, or you can go to the project and then create the issues from the issue tab as well. So in order to create the issue, you can define the project, define the subject, the type over here. It's a drop down field with the coordination, okay, permit, weather conditions over here. You can set the priority, you can set the due date. For this, you can add the description coordinated by with the company. You can add the contact over here and whom it's been reported by. You can select the associate contacts. Okay, that could be multiple. You can keep on adding the associated contacts for these particular issues. Okay, what's the prime contact, the drawing, the location, the specific sections, the other informations, SOC subcontract, and the change orders, basically COs. You have the issue logs over here where the resolution for the particular issues that has been created. If there's any resolution for it, you can add it. Who has given the resolution by? You can add over here the resolution required date. What's the issues update, action taken, summary notes, and over here you can add the issues items. Over here, in order to create a issue line items, you can add the date, the description, the financial impact, and the references to it. So this is the form for the issues. You can view all the issues that has been created till date for all the projects. And if you're going through a certain projects and under the issues, it would show you the issues that are related to this, associated with this particular project itself. So that's how you can create the submittals, transmittals, and the issues. Thank you. See you in the next one.